You know, I've been doing this for a long time now, about 3 years and 90 some odd episodes down the line, and people still seem to not be able to grasp the name of this mini-series. I mean, I've gotten names from 31 Days of Horror to 31 Nights of Horror to Fright Fest. You would think that after such a long time and so many episodes, people would get the name.
Hey, it's not their fault. Come on, cut them some slack.
Shut up, fool, you're just a figment of my imagination.
I'll show you a figment of your imagination.
Ah, son of a bitch! What?
Hello, Detective Tapp. I want to play a game. Your obsession with catching me has robbed you of your life and the lives of others. You abuse every resource available to you, tearing apart lives in your quest to find the truth. Now we will see if you can overcome your obsession. No doubt you remember the device attached to your jaw.
Hey everybody, this is Jigsaw from Lords of Gaming, Cinematrix, and Web of Cinema doing my first audio review. Thanks to Joel for putting it together. Want to thank that. And it's Halloween day so-and-so. So today I thought I would review the one and only Saw game because, let's face it, Jigsaw is my name and Saw is my favorite horror movie. Why not try the game? So I picked this game up with very low expectations. I didn't think it was going to be another crappy movie tie-in like Watchmen or something like that. I was actually really pleasantly surprised by this one. It's a very good game. It's a third-person horror game that follows Detective Tapp, or Danny Glover minus Danny Glover, running through an asylum through solving traps and fighting off henchmen, other inmates technically, in the asylum, trying to survive and figure out why the hell he's there. So as you go through this game, you realize one thing right off. The graphics are stunning. The graphics are very good, but there seems to be some texture problems because with certain things, when it gets complicated, when there's a lot on screen, it does sometimes tend to bug out, which can take away the whole horrific experience. But the game is very good. But first off, the story is actually worthy of a Saw, well, better than Saw 3 in my opinion. Story, mainly because it was written by the first two Saw writers, James Wan and Lee Winnell. They added their taste and flavors into connecting Saw 1 and 2, which was really nice to see because they can always put together a great story. And they also had Tobin Bell come back as Jigsaw and do the voices of Jigsaw and the Billy the Puppet, which is great because that's really the only reason that this game really didn't fail that much, because you have Tobin Bell, Jigsaw, playing the part. And then, it's a third-person action game. Mainly it's a puzzle game. Combat is a bit sluggish. The controls can be a bit annoying at times, but once you get the hang of it, it's pretty easy. But do expect to die, because sometimes if you miss a hit, you're pretty much going to die no matter what happens. I mean, you can't recover sometimes when an inmate hits you with a bat. You won't be able to throw a second punch because he'll keep hitting you, and vice versa if you do it with another inmate. But what's interesting is about the combat is it's not like just one weapon. You have a ridiculous amount of weapons. You can use a lamp, a hatchet, a table leg, a crutch, baseball bat with spikes in it, like in Saw 2. So you have a lot of variety. You can shoot somebody, which takes away the whole Saw close-up quarters feel, but, why not just kill the inmate at a distance and save the time? The traps are what make the game, though. You have three basic kinds of traps. You have a circuit wire trap, you have the gas valve trap, and you have the lock picking trap. These three traps are the main traps you'll come along more so than the others, because you also have a gears trap, and each one has their own flavor and style, but as the game progresses, they get incredibly harder. But what really is the star of the show are the boss traps. These huge, elaborate traps that you have to figure out within a matter of time, or your person that you're trying to save dies. And what's nice is they connect some old people from the series. They connect Obi from Saw 2. They connect Amanda from Saw 1, 2, and the rest of them. But it's nice to see those characters brought back, even though they don't have the original voice actors and it doesn't sound completely like them. Gameplay is tight up to the combat point. Puzzles are hard and challenging, but it does become a section of trial and error because you will die if you do not solve these puzzles. Like you walk into a room, door shuts behind you, got a minute left. What are you going to do? But it does get your adrenaline going, which is what a Saw game should do, is get your adrenaline going. Overall, Saw is a good game. It's not a terrible game. It's not like Watchmen and the end is near or stuff like that. It's an actual good game. It's for Xbox 360, PlayStation 3, and Microsoft Windows. I suggest renting it or buying it. If you're a huge Saw fan, then buy it. You will like a lot of the stuff in it. But if you're just a regular fan and enjoy a good scare or a good horror puzzle game, pick up Saw 3, pick up Saw the game, and, go have some fun. Fuck with your friends, let them try to figure out how long it takes them to get through the map. But overall, Saw, the video game, gets a 3 out of 5.